everybody here on a Thursday night. We're gonna hear some amazing information that can change your life forever. If you have the ability to turn your cameras on, turn your cameras on. We get great engagement that way. If this is your first time here, we want to say welcome, welcome, welcome to our amazing training of these two amazing plant products that are actually going to save your family's life. I think it can benefit you and your family. But the guy who's going to present tonight, he knows 100% of the facts about the Feel Great system, the Unimate, as well as the balance. And he has an amazing journey. He's looking pretty dapper. I don't know where he is right now. Last time I talked to him, he was in Mississippi. So I don't know where he is now, but I thought he would think he was headed to Florida. But he knows 100% of the facts about the system. He's creative. He's a guy that knows the stock market. He's the guy that knows how to run the business. He's the guy that knows how to bring 3 people, how to replicate with the team. The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. And if you're here because of this guy, tell him thank you, because he didn't stop. He did not stop. So everybody tonight, put your hands together and let's welcome Mr. John Hilliard.
All right, all right. Thank you very much, Coach, for that wonderful introduction. Wow, I want to go meet myself now. Yeah, all right. Everybody, thank you for coming on tonight to hear this powerful information that can really, really change your life. Thank you, Coach Hoyd, and thank you all the members of my team. Before I get started, let me go and share some information about myself. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. Just bear with me one moment. Here we go. Okay. Now we're ready. All right. Everybody can see my screen, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So yeah, I am a truck driver. Right now I am in just outside of Jacksonville, Florida. But as a truck driver, I always found myself, being that happy-go-lucky guy. Everybody was always happy to see me come around, big smile on my face all the time. But deep down inside, below that jovial exterior was a man who was just struggling. A lot of pain, leaky gut, brain fog, and I would look at myself in the mirror, just shaking my head, wondering, how long can I keep this up? I knew I had to do something because people that I'd grown up with were already starting to punch that clock for the last time, if you know what I mean. So after trying so many diets, so many exercise programs, I came across the Feel Great system and decided to give it a try. 90-day money back guarantee. So it's, hey, what did I have to lose? So I made this video, and this tells my story.
Everyone has seen this picture. Yeah, that's all 373.6 pounds of me. Truck driving definitely takes a toll on your health. Achy joints, out of breath just walking to the building, tired all the time, brain fog, waking up with headaches every morning. I knew I had to do something, but everything that I had tried in the past just wasn't working. So I heard about the Feel Great system and decided to give it a try. Hey, what did I have to lose? They say there's a 90-day money-back guarantee, so I decided to give it a shot. Okay, here we go. Tastes good. Well, after being on the system without dieting and no exercise, here's what I look like now. About 100 pounds down and still dropping. Now what are you waiting on? Here's the info to get started.
All right, so yeah, down about 100 pounds, y'all. Hey, I understand there's some people trying to catch up with me, but I can't let that happen. I need to go and step up my game before Coach and Marcus catch up to me, but it's all good. Hey, we all getting healthy. That's one good thing about this community. We are all just one big, happy, healthy family, and I love it. I love it. So back to being a truck driver. I found myself caught up in what I call the truck driver trade-off. Now, what is that? Well, because I'm always gone, I never really seem to have a lot of time to spend with my friends and family. And even though it can be a good job, you can make some decent money driving trucks. When those wheels aren't rolling, you're not making any money. But most importantly, my health and my weight have become a major, major concern in my life. And, truck drivers, it's a very, very stressful occupation. There's a lot of long hours, 11 hours a day, 14 hours to get it done, 70 hours during the week. I mean, it can be very stressful, and it's very, very unpredictable and erratic. And yeah, I always say truck driving is hazardous to your health. But everyone here is not a truck driver. So let me ask you a question. Would you agree that if you had all the time and all the money in the world, it'd be pretty difficult to enjoy without great health, right? Everybody, if you agree with that, raise your hand. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Let me share with everybody a few disturbing facts. 90% of Americans are metabolically unhealthy, dealing with what they call metabolic syndrome, high blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar problems. They're at an all-time high. A lot of people are suffering from unwanted fat and low energy. I was definitely in that category. Over 100 million adults in the US are currently dealing with diabetes or pre-diabetes. Heart disease, it's become the #1 killer in the world. This we know. But even childhood obesity is growing at an alarming rate. And just focusing again one more time on truck drivers, we are twice as likely to struggle with obesity, 50% more susceptible to diabetes. A lot of truck drivers smoke, but these blood pressure numbers are just out of control. 87% of truck drivers deal with high blood pressure, and mine was creeping up. Sleep disorders are also very, very common. Which brings up another question. Taking all this into consideration, would everybody agree that we do have a problem? Raise your hand if you agree with that statement. We have a problem health-wise. Well, one major reason for these health problems is our modern day food environment, which is causing a lot of people to suffer from what we call insulin resistance. From the moment we get up, we are bombarded by all these companies that we've come to know and love, over here on the right-hand side of the screen, ready to feed us those 5 major food groups. We know what the 5 major food groups are, right? It's high fructose corn syrup, artificial ingredients, refined carbohydrates, low nutrients, and low fiber. Okay, those aren't the 5 major food groups, but y'all know what I mean. It's all very, very addictive, but we know that's bad for us. What about the produce, the agriculture? I mean, in this truck, I go places all over the country, and I've seen things, y'all, where they gas the food. It sits out in the elements for over a year before it finally gets to the grocery store. And here it is, you buy it, take it home, and it only lasts for a week. How is that it lasts so long out in the elements, but when you get it, it doesn't have a long shelf life? They gas it. They do so many things to this food, and then we turn around and ingest it. And it's making us sick, causing insulin resistance. Well, if you can get rid of insulin resistance, you can get rid of a whole lot of health problems. So what are some signs of insulin resistance? I'll go ahead and go through those right now. And as I do that, ask yourself, do you or somebody that you know deal with any of these signs? Skin tags running up and down the back of your neck. Anybody know somebody with those? They're not the sexiest thing in the world, but it is a sign of insulin resistance. How about that discoloration? That pigmentation around your neck. Constant hunger, inability to lose weight. That was definitely me. Everything I tried, all the diets, all the weight loss program, nothing worked. At least nothing was sustainable. Constant cravings for salt and sugar. Gotta have the chips, gotta have the cookies, gotta have the crackers, the candy, just can't leave it alone. I used to wake up with headaches on this truck very frequently. Those migraines, aches and pains, just climbing in and out of the truck, walking to the building, being out of breath. Fatigue. You get up and go, got up and went. You wake up tired, or you got the itis. Y'all know what that is when, you have that big meal and you just, want to go take that nap. That's not normal. Touch the top part of your stomach. If it's hard, that's visceral fat, and it's rather dangerous. Your organs are supposed to expand and contract as food and fluids run through them. But if they can't do that because all that visceral fat is caked around them, then that's not a good thing. All that is symptoms. All that are symptoms of insulin resistance. So I ask the question again: are you or somebody that you know dealing with any of those signs? Raise your hand if so. Well, the answer could be simple. Like I said, all those are signs of insulin resistance. But if you can get rid of insulin resistance, you can get rid of most health problems. Now, I'm going to ask one of my partners, Miss Queen Rashida Ali, to come and talk to us about the company, if she would.
Thank you, John, and hello, everybody. Excuse me. The name of our company is Unicity International. The company was founded in 2001 by our CEO, who was Mr. Stuart Hughes, who has over 3 decades of experience. Unicity is totally debt-free and is recognized as one of the top 500 privately held companies in the United States. We're currently doing business in over 60 countries while supporting over 20 languages worldwide. Now, Unicity's sole mission is to make life better for others, both physically and financially. Unicity is strongly positioned within the health and wellness industry, and the industry is growing at a rapid pace and is on track to becoming a $1 trillion industry in the next few years. It is predicted to create 10 million brand new millionaires. Now, would you guys agree that a small piece of that $1 trillion pie could have you set for life? I know I can. Let me see by a show of hands. Yeah, I'm with you. Thank you,
Yeah.
John. Glad to share.
Thank you very much, Your Royal Highness Queen Rashida. All right. Okay. Our flagship product, y'all. I'm going to go and shift gears back to the product. Our flagship product is the Feel Great system, which consists of two powerful food-based products. There's the Unimate tea and the Balance. Okay. First, let's talk about the Unimate. This is a powerful yerba mate extract designed to maximize your fast. It helps you feel good all day. It boosts your mood and physical performance, boosts your mental clarity, helps with brain fog, supports mental health, suppresses hunger and cravings. It even gives you 10 times more of those feel-good elements, more than found in a typical cup of coffee. And there's no crash. You also don't get any jitters. This can also be enjoyed any time of day, and for some people even at nighttime. I know I can. I'm drinking one right now. This is more than just tea, y'all. Look at these clinical studies that have been done on this. Endurance, strength and endurance and stamina, 13% increase, 5% in a single use. Oxidative stress reduced by 50%. Psychological well-being, increased by 20% after taking Unimate. It's because it has a lot of chlorogenic acid in it, 375 times more than any standard yerba mate, and way more than a cup of coffee as well. All right. It supports your overall metabolic health. Look at these cholesterol numbers: 11% reduction in triglyceride, 5% in LDL. Even your HbA1c levels go down. And of course, with weight management, there's 10% reduction in waist circumference, 7% reduction in hip circumference, and even a 4.8 reduction in weight. That's in kilograms. Okay. Now let's talk about the Balance. I'm going to have my other partner, Mr. Dennis Williams, tell us about that.
Thank you, John. John, I'm going to tell everybody about the Unicity Balance. Now, the Unicity Balance is a premier drink that is mixed with water and is taken 5 to 10 minutes before before eating. It provides critical fiber and support. It slows down the digestions of carbs. It promotes healthy blood glucose, insulin, cholesterol, and triglyceride levels. It's a 7-time technology plus fiber matrix, provides 8 different strands of fiber that causes you to feel fuller longer. Now, it contains a vitamin complex to provide you with daily vitamins and minerals, help balance out the gut health, and possibly get rid of unwanted fat. Now, both the Unimate and the Balance are documented in the PDR, which is the physician desk reference. And this Feel Great system has been scientifically proven to totally rid the body of insulin resistance. When coupled with time-based eating, these products taste great, it's safe for children and lactating moms. Unicity Feel Great system is unique, unmistakably, and simply impossible to duplicate. Now, does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does. It does, definitely. Now, as you can see here on the screen, this is a comparison of what happens when you have the Balance and when you don't have the Balance. Notice the spike in your blood sugar levels and the insulin levels without the Balance, how high it is after having especially a lot of carbohydrates. But with the Balance, it is minimized greatly. Without the Balance, you can't burn your fat for fuel. You're always hungry. You always have these cravings and irritability. That's, all those signs of insulin resistance that I spoke on earlier. But with the Balance, you can burn fat easier. Your hunger is controlled. The cravings are controlled. And you have steady energy. There's no crash afterwards. And it keeps you full for a long time. Now, as Mr. Williams pointed out, 18 of these products are found in the PDR. There's also other third-party certifications by these sports agencies. And professional athletes are not going to put just anything in their bodies. We have our own dedicated in-house scientists and specialists at Unicity, and there's been plenty of clinical studies by leading hospitals and universities, such as BYU, Cleveland Clinic, UNLV, Sydney University, and more. Even the Cleveland Clinic said that such a product, if taken regularly, can lower cardiovascular risk on a population basis. To me, that means no more heart disease being the #1 killer in the world. It can also lower the dose for lipid-lowering prescription drugs. Those are the Cleveland Clinic's words, y'all. Those aren't my words. This is Cleveland Clinic's words. Also, as Mr. Williams mentioned, these products are patented, cannot be duplicated, and everything is sourced directly from the farmers. Here's an example of how you take the field grade system. When you get up in the morning, you have your Unimate, and that keeps your fast going. All right. Right around lunchtime, you got options. You can either have your balance before your lunch, or you might want to extend your fast, have a second Unimate. Okay. Or if you're going to have a light lunch, have your balance with your largest meal at dinner time. Myself, I prefer to have a balance before I put anything in my mouth. I know myself. I will overeat and just take all kinds of stuff that I don't need. But you have options. It's a very, very flexible system, and it works. And it also tastes great. One thing that everybody notices when they get on the field grade system is the cost savings that comes with it. It's more than just saving your health. It's also helping you out wealth wise. Look at some of these comments. $500 a month being saved, $200 a month on groceries, savings on groceries. The system pays for itself. With medications, no more antidepressants, insulin reduction, high blood pressure medicine reduction. There's even CPAs commenting on the cost savings that they're noticing with the field grade system. Okay, so that's it. The field grade system, as Mr. Williams said, simply impossible to duplicate. It's unique and unmistakable. Now, does anybody have any questions? I want to take one or two questions before we continue.
Is it good to take with medication, John?
Yes, we definitely recommend that you do take it with your medication. Definitely recommend you taking it with your medication. Can I also give one testimony? Matter of fact, let me go ahead and call on Ms. Catherine. If you could give a brief testimony, that would be great.
Hey, it's Catherine here. Thanks, John. Yeah, I've been on the system now 29 months. So Monday or Tuesday, the 11th, was 29 months for me, and it'll be 29 months from now, and I'll still be on it. I'm never getting off. I've lost 88 pounds without dieting. I'm like John, I take a balance every single time, and I still wait the 10 minutes too, just because I felt like I did better when I did that, and I'm trying to catch up with John in the weight loss. But I lost 88 pounds. I'm happy with that. And I've lost over 54.5 inches, but more importantly, I've gotten off of 4 major medications. I got off of metformin. So if you're on metformin, I don't know if you know, but metformin, using that can potentially lead to renal failure. So that motivated me more than anything to get off of it. And there's so many dialysis centers popping up in my city, and I'm sure in your city, because of that. So if you're on it, you might be a little more motivated to get off of it, or you definitely should be paying attention to your kidney function tests. Your doctor might not say anything, so you need to be paying attention to that. I also got off of atorvastatin. I was having muscle aches, body pains, and I was just thinking, you're getting older, it's arthritis, but it wasn't. It was the atorvastatin. So if you're on a statin and you're achy, you might want to look at that statin. So it's the medication a lot of times that's causing a lot of the problems. So I'm glad that I got off of those. And the one that got me sitting right here right now, amlodipine, because my doctor just doubled it with no questions asked. I got off of that one too. And I'm so glad. That was a blood pressure medicine. So I'm glad I've been able to get off of several. The last one was Januvia. That was goes along with my diabetes, but I'm no longer diabetic. I love that. I love all this, the whole system, everything. I love my team too. Hey, y'all.
All right. Thank you very much, Miss Catherine. I'm going to go back to share my screen again because I want to point out that when you get on the field grade system, one of the first things that's going to happen is we're going to just wrap our arms around you. And feel free to screenshot this, okay? We talk about the field grade system, the health side of the field grade system, just about every night of the week. These are some of our Zoom meetings take place on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, where we talk about all this. Now, you're also going to get a referral link that you can use to share with people, because once you start showing results, people are going to start asking questions. And with that, you can start earning product credits that's going to lower the price of your system. And we want everybody to take advantage of that. So feel free to screenshot this so we can start helping you to save money on the system. Remember, not only is this helping you with your health, but it's also going to help you with your wealth. One thing that's also going to happen is we're just going to wrap our arms around you and show you our 3-step strategy. We like to refer to it as running the play. Okay. And I'm going to give a brief explanation of what that is. But if you really want to hear more about that, then you need to come to our Saturday Zoom meeting. Okay. Here's where we talk about the wealth side of the field grade system, how you can actually start making money because hardly anybody knows about this. And if you are business minded, then you recognize an opportunity when you see it. Almost nobody knows about this, and we've only covered about 0.0058% of the population. We want to get it in the hands of everybody. All right. So come on out on Saturdays, and we're going to show you how to run the play. But like I said, I'm going to share with you a little bit of it. But first of all, let me ask you this question. Do you have the ability to find people that have diabetes, high blood pressure, or who would like to lose some weight? Who has that ability? Raise your hand. Say yes in the comments if you have that ability. We all know somebody, because 93% of the population, like I said, is metabolically unhealthy. Okay. Now, step one of our system is to use the product. And when you do that, you're going to develop a story. Okay. An increase of energy is a story. Losing weight is a story. Okay. Getting off your blood pressure medication, that's a story. Getting off rosuvastatin, metformin, all these other medications, that's a story. Being around this great group of people that you see down in the bottom, that even is a story. You're going to develop that story very, very quickly. Most people ask me, how soon before I start seeing results? And usually that starts to take place the very first week. Okay. Step two, share your story. Share your story with at least 2 people each month and get them to use the products. If you can do that, then hey, you can definitely lower the price of your Feel Great system. Okay. But if you're business minded and really, really want to scale your business and start making some serious money with this, then you need to move on to step 3. Okay. But before I show you exactly what that is, let me share with you some headlines. All right. Not only do we have a health problem in the world, but we have a wealth problem. This article comes from NerdWallet, saying that most Americans save, and I kind of doubt that, but most Americans can't cover $1,000 emergency, which is troubling, to say the least. Okay, we can do something about that, and the Feel Great system has proven itself to not only be a bridge of that gap, taking you from where you are to where you want to be health-wise, but it also is the bridge over that gap, taking you from where you are to where you want to be wealth-wise. Okay, here's how the numbers look when we look at being directly invested into the stock market. Okay, now this is broken down by race, but regardless of what it is, I really don't care about that. These numbers are still troubling. Okay, this is just a little bit more than half of the country is directly invested into the stock market. That's not good. And this chart on the right is showing that most people, their exposure to the stock market is through their job, their 401k, their 403b. That in itself is troubling. Okay, and again, this one is broken down by race. Okay. So when you come into the Feel Great system and choose to open up a franchise, here's what's going to happen. We're going to show you how to at least get a $250 a month. Because when you get your franchise, you're going to get 10 systems. Okay, you can sell out 10, you can keep 1 and sell 9, you can use 1 to sample out, sell the other 9. Now you're going to make back your original investment. And as I mentioned earlier, you're going to get a personalized web link, allowing other people to order from you online. Now, because you have those 10 systems that you sold, you're going to get 10 customers. And those 10 customers are going to either earn you $10 product credit, or, well, if you're a distributor, it's going to earn you $20 to $25 in cash each and every month. So let's do a little quick math. $25 per box times 10 boxes is how much?
$150.
Really easy, right? And most distributors are able to maintain 10 customers each month. This is one reason why we want you to get 2 each month, because some people drop off. We want to be sure we can replace those. Let me show you how just 250 can really improve your financial situation. Okay, I have 3 scenarios here. The first one on the top, this is just, I call it money jar savings. If you just make the money, just stash it somewhere under the mattress, in a jar, something like that. And I have this running back from January of this year to 8 months prior, back to June of last year. If you were to do this starting in June last year and just stack that money just somewhere in your house, you'd have $2,000. The second example shows what it would be like if you put it in the bank with an APY of 0.05%, which is nothing at all. Okay. You only end up with an extra $4 at the end of 8 months. But my favorite example is the bottom one. And this is something that I'm starting to share with my team. how you can actually put this money into a better vehicle that's going to earn you some income through the stock market. Okay. In this example, just by doing this over 8 months, starting back in June, you would have at least grown your money by $100. Okay. All that leads to step 3. You got to duplicate, scale your business, find others who recognize this opportunity, and then we can really help your money to grow. All right. I want to introduce you to somebody. This man, his name is Myron Golden. I consider him a mentor. Okay. Before I talk a little bit more about him, let me take you back to high school. Does everybody remember this equation? This is called the transitive property of equality. Okay, if A equals B, and B equals C, then A equals C. Everybody remembers that, right? Some of y'all might need to think back a little bit further than others, but everybody remembers that formula, right? It's algebra, okay? Well, Mr. Golden talks about this thing called a virtual millionaire, all right? And here's what he says. If you have $1 million, you're going to invest it into something that's going to earn you interest, because if you start spending it, pretty soon you're not going to be a millionaire anymore. So you want to put that money somewhere where it's going to earn you money that you're able to live off of. The S&P 500, everybody's heard of that, okay? It grows after inflation about maybe 6 to 7% each year. So let's do some more math. If you have $1 million, earning 6% annually because you've invested it into a vehicle like the S&P, that's $60,000 at the end of 12 months, correct?
Yes.
Right.
Let's go further. If you divide that 60,000 by 12 months, that's $5,000 a month, correct? Everybody's with me. Have I lost anybody?
Nope.
Haven't lost anybody. Okay, so going back to that algebra equation, if a millionaire can live off of $5,000 a month, and you can find a vehicle that pays you passively $500 a month, then could you live like a millionaire?
Yes.
With that statement.
Yes.
Let me rephrase that question. Who's having a light bulb moment?
Yeah.
Anybody have a light bulb moment here?
Ding,
So,
ding, ding.
let's continue on with step 3. Duplicate. When you get into the field grade system, you can very quickly start earning $250 minimum each month. But when you find your partner that can do the same thing, you're also going to get $5 commission off of everything that they do. So how does this scenario look? Well, by month 2, you found your partner, you made your $250, you got a partner, so there's 2 of you, you get 50 from what he does, so that equals $300. Now you're both running the play, you're using this product, you're getting 2 people each month, and you're duplicating. By the next month, there's 4 of you, okay? You get your $250, and the other 3 partners earn you $150. So that makes $400. Let's see how this plays out over the next few months. Look at month 8. By month 8, are you living like a millionaire?
Yeah.
Oh, there's one thing that I forgot to add in. This is how many partners that you personally pulled in. Just 8, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, for each partner that you pull in, you get an extra $250. So that's what your money looks like. So if you want to hear more details about this, you definitely need to come to the Saturday Zoom meeting. Our own Coach Hoyd is going to talk about this and really, really give you all the juicy details about how this works. And I'm going to give him an opportunity right now to expand some more on that, if you would.
Well, as you can see, my eyes are blinking really fast because my ideation is going crazy over this amazing presentation. Did you guys enjoy that presentation? I think we probably, if we could have recorded that hopefully we're recording that. That was an amazing presentation. Yeah, it's pretty awesome to have that type of money coming in 3 times that, maybe 4 times that every month. That's pretty good. Hey, I'm telling you, it is possible. It is possible. And I'm going to tell you now, don't wait until John's out of reach. Some of you here are going to blink and he's going to be on another continent, raising up new distributors and new opportunities, just because the growth of his business is growing at such an alarming rate. And some of you are here, and you might see another distributor, and you might say, "Wow, I remember when I saw her on TikTok, and she was just selling, and then she's in a different orbit." Don't wait. Come into the business today. Don't wait till Saturday. I'll gladly tell you about everything on Saturday. But if you want to jump on the call tomorrow, that's Friday, we'll jump on the call, get you signed up. But please come on out. Don't be late on our Saturday call. Bring a friend, bring a family member that wants to know a little bit more about the business. And I want to just say congratulations. That was an amazing presentation. I can't wait to have you present that on the stage one day as a diamond.
All right. Thank you, Coach Hoy. So definitely, come out and join us Saturday morning. We're going to talk all about the wealth side of the field grade system. As I also said, throughout the week, we talk about it. Is Nurse Crawford here? I'm looking for her. Or did she have to leave? Okay, well, her call is coming up right after mine at the top of the hour. Get back with the person that invited you. Also, for the field grade system, get back with the person that invited you if you're ready to get started. Go ahead, get on the system. Let's start running the play. Okay, let's start running the play and develop your story. That's step one. Okay, be on Miss Lavagna's call coming up, and also the other calls that we have going on throughout the week. Everybody did screenshot that slide. I'm assuming. Okay. All right. If you didn't, get back with the person that invited you. Okay. Does anybody else have anything they want to share?
Well, Mr. Willie is here. She can talk about the call coming up at the top of the hour. She's actually hosting that call also.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Aurelia. At 10 o'clock, we have an amazing nurse on our team who can give you some in-depth information about the field grade system and how it works in your body. She is very knowledgeable. She's been on the product for a couple of years, and you'll be excited to hear what she has to say.
All right, definitely. So be on that call. Before we break, are there any questions? Just Your Highness.
I just would like to remind everybody in the Columbus, Phoenix City, and Fort Moore area that on March 1st, we're planning another mega meetup, and it will be in the old Burger King building on Winton Road, now the Dunkin' Donut shop. I understand that they definitely are ready for us. Dennis went over and took care of business. So please pass the word. We are so ready for another meetup here in Columbus. So that's on March 1st, 12 noon. The old Burger King building as a mansion, John and everybody, it was turned into the Burger King place, and now it's the Dunkin' Donut shop. Please join us. Thank you.
Right.
I see Miss Pierce here. She's one of our newest customers here, one of our newest participants. Did you have any questions tonight, Miss Pierce?
I'd like to thank her too, because she was the one that went by the building when she was here. She's going to dual play Texas and Georgia, but she turned me on to that building. So thank you, Barbara. Glad to see you here tonight. Thank you.
All right, great. Okay, well, yes, sir, Mr. Dennis.
No, just giving the okay sign, John.
Okay, great.
Going to feel great.
I do have to say, estoy muy contento ver mis socias Maria y Yoli esta noche. Muy contento de te ver. All right. That is everything, I guess. Yes, Coach.
We do have Joyce Savage on the call. Joyce, you want to talk about the mega meetup in Virginia? We do. If you have friends and family that are in the Hampton area, we will have on the 22nd there in Hampton, Virginia. We do encourage all friends, family, co-workers to come on out. Any distributors that have any ability to get more influence in that area. Ms. Savage, go ahead and unmute yourself and give everybody information on that.
Hi, thank you, Coach. Good evening, everyone. I just want to say great meeting, John. Great meeting, great information. Yes, I am having a mega meetup on Saturday, February 22nd in Hampton, Virginia. from 2 to 5 p.m. at Bowman's Soul in the Wall. If you have anybody in the Virginia, Hampton Roads, Washington, Richmond, Maryland area, even Elizabeth City, North Carolina, Gatesville, North Carolina, please come to the mega meetup in Hampton, Virginia. You're only an hour or so away, and you can learn about the Feel Great system. Thanks so much. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you.
Much.
Thank you.
And John, I put that flyer on the screen so everybody can see it. And if you guys want to take a screenshot of that flyer, there's the flyer there. We want you to definitely share it on your social media as much as you can. Molecules together create friction. Molecules by themselves, man, they're just molecules. We want to create friction. So I want everyone to get after this and really promote this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Coach. All right, great. Well, all hearts and minds are clear. There are no other questions, no other statements. I do want to thank everyone again for coming on out to the Zoom meeting. Again, get back to the person that invited you. Those of you that are on Facebook, YouTube, feel free to reach out to me or any one of the other distributors here on the Zoom if you have any questions or if you're ready to get the system. All right. So, again, thank you. And until the next time, y'all go and feel great.
Feel great with the queen.